It's not rocket science how we were able to pay off this home in 3 years, although it does take a lot of dedication and commitment, and we had to obviously be on the same page with that. When we first purchased this little fixer-upper cottage, we had no idea what we were really in for. This was all new to us. We had never owned a home before, let alone renovate one. Here we are after we had closed on the house, and we stopped by to check out the work we had cut out for us. The list of things we needed to tackle started to add up pretty quickly. As we looked at each room, we shared our thoughts of how we could bring this little old gem back to life. Yet, at the time, we didn't realize how much we'd actually end up doing. I mean, we ended up changing a lot of things and basically gutting the entire house and then rebuilding it back together. Make sure you check out our library of videos to see exactly what we've done. How we were able to pay off our house in 3 years was that we obviously had to pay more than the monthly payments.
Well, let's back up. First off, you have to get a house that's not too expensive. So
There you go. As simple living minimalist type people, we are all about living below our means. And this is exactly why we also decided to attempt most of the renovations on our own, DIY style. And of course, watching YouTube videos for help. So we may not have done everything perfectly or the best way at times, as we were really just learning as we go. Sometimes you gotta just go for it and try stuff. Even if you're not sure what you're doing, I feel that's the best way to learn. And boy, did we ever learn a lot.
Good thing I got the protective goggles and the mask. This is awful.
I have to crawl. Am I gonna hit my head or bun? Am I low enough?
I like this house. This foundation makes me feel so happy.
I'm ready to move in right now. It's very difficult to pay off a house in, even 15 years for some people. And so before we even bought the house, the whole year of 2019, we challenged ourselves to live off of one income. And that was before we even had goals or plans to buy a house. We were just like, hey, we can live simply and we'll just save one of our incomes while we live off of one income. And we did that the whole year of 2019. And then at the end of the year, we decided to buy this house. That has really helped us, is to live well below our means and to just take everything that we could scrape up and throw it into the mortgage. So, we didn't buy anything really. I wore the same 3 dresses for the last 3 years, if you notice. Black, navy, blue, and gray. So didn't buy any clothes.
We definitely could use a new wardrobe, both of us.
Right.
But I prefer freedom.
Yes.
But hopefully we can get that later too.
So freedom is really the key. So we're willing to live in a house that's under construction, bathe in a little kiddie pool until we got a real bath. These are things that not everyone would probably be okay with. And
they're not always the right way. It's just what we've done.
It's our way.
We had to sacrifice. There is a speaker that I was eyeballing at Costco, drooling over, but I'm very proud that I didn't buy it, because to me what it represents is just living for the feeling versus what you should be doing. I still haven't bought that speaker.
I'm proud of you too. Good job.
Can we buy it now?
No.
Okay.
We had to really stick to a budget. We had to stay focused. I was telling people at work when we first bought this house, we're gonna pay it off in 3 years. And then I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't tell people that, because what if we don't actually do that? So it kind of kept us accountable in some ways when we started to tell people. Then when we're down to the last year, we're like, we have a year left. And so that's when we really got focused in that we're like, okay, in 1 year, this was last year, we can have the mortgage paid off. Now, we weren't going blasting this and telling everyone we knew, just close friends and family that, you know, when it came up in conversation, because it was just something we couldn't hold inside. We were just so proud of being able to do something like this.
Another big thing that helped us to pay this mortgage off is being willing to live in a construction zone.
Right.
That's huge. Not everybody is going to be okay with that, and we don't blame you.
And it might not be the right thing for you if you have kids or pets, or if you're working from home. Well, I was working from home. I just didn't turn my camera on. But this house has been also, I want to say, a miracle, because we were able to find a house that was under 1,000 square feet, 744 square feet. It was at a price point that we could afford, because we could have easily got a mortgage for a lot more than what we got on this house. So we definitely wanted to buy less house than what we could actually afford. We're in an incredible prime location in this little cute historic district. We have the most amazing community and neighbors, and we are able to pay off this house in 3 years. So it has been a tremendous blessing, really a miracle. I think of it as like, I don't know how this happened. Like, God just really provided this home for us. It's almost like he knew there was a pandemic coming, and he's like, I gotta stop these guys from traveling, and we need to get them in this house. I don't know if that's what really happened, but I feel like we've been really blessed and protected by being able to do something like this during a world pandemic.
The timing couldn't have been better.
The timing was incredible. The goal is freedom. Financial freedom, financial independence. So whatever gets us there the quickest so we can start traveling again, hey, we are all for that.
We're coming up to Desert View. This is the spot that the lady originally told us to check out.
Oh, that must be it.
And the watchtower is right up here too. So we've been saving the best for last.
If you want to read more about this journey and see additional photos and more information, check out our blog, journeydowntheroad.com. You can also pick up a free small space living guide there.